All right, so it did get below freezing last night. You can see we got freeze damage on plants here. So running through, getting them all harvested. Definitely greener than you want, but find a way to make it work. Yeah, it's a shame. Would have been nice to get them ripe.
Boxed in there. Set this down, I'm gonna drop it,
First thing you want to do is get the excess dirt off the loofahs. Right, so you're going to want to knock off that excess dirt. Just keep your oven clean. That's what you're doing from green. Great thing for that. Hey, loofah. Teleport over here. And then you're just going to chop the ends off. Don't need much, you just need a path for the seeds to come out. And so again, since these are green, we're going to the oven here at 275. And then I'll fill up that oven, and we'll do that for an hour at 275. All right, here we are 1 hour in. Woo, that smells good. All right, these are almost ready. I'll just give them a few more minutes. You're gonna want some oven mitts, preferably. Well, not preferably. You're definitely going to want something that is insulated and waterproof, because these things are going to be 275 degrees and hot. I have two of them, but unfortunately, I just had surgery on my right shoulder, so I can't really do too much with it. So I'm not going to be suiting up and moving it around too much. I can hold the cell phone for filming. That works. All right, so I'll show you one-handed how this goes. All right, little kitty cat. Don't get burned. Oh, steam the glasses. All right, and so I can see again. All right, so we're just gonna snag one of these. We're gonna go put that in the sink. Make sure you have a strainer, because there's gonna be a lot of seeds here. Cat has no sense of self-preservation. All right, so just gonna go through and try to get as much out of this loofah as you can. So I'm just pushing, basically just punch it right down. It's like you're kneading. You can see. So all that's coming out, just like you're kneading bread. Get as much out. There you go. Here's the seed eruption. So yeah, you definitely want to get that strainer in there. All right. So cool thing about this is we got all that out, and you can see this case starts splitting there, the skin a little bit, and you can just pretty much, instead of all the struggle that you would have normally had for trying to peel a green loofah, you can see that even with a one-handed filming on a cell phone with an oven mitt on, that's how easy those suckers peel. It's probably painful to watch this. Sliding this thing around the sink with one hand. Yep, and keep squeezing. Get that extra gunk out of there. Hold it up against the side. All right. There you go, one down. You saw how easy that was and how quick that worked. So we're gonna go ahead, get a little bit more out of here. Try to get as much gunk out while it's nice and hot. It flows out easy. Imagine how quick you could do that with two functioning hands. Probably 1/10 of the time. So I'm just gonna stack these up on the stove right here. And yeah, then we'll go on to the next step, which is rinsing them out. All right, processing time. a better sink strainer or a garbage disposal, because I'm not sure if I heck of a mess here with these seeds. And I cleaned this out several times during the process. All right, so here's the first batch of nice warm loofahs that we got out of the oven and got peeled. Definitely would have gone faster with 2 fully functioning hands. So at this point, processing is pretty similar to, you know, a ripe loofah if you have that or experience with that. But if you want to keep hanging around watching the video, which I'd like you to do, we're going to go over how to get these things rinsed out and ready for storage long term. All right, so this is definitely the most labor-intensive part of the job. Get some water here, and this is the rinsing process, which again would be a lot easier with 2 hands, but you can get it done. So really what you're trying to do here is just get as many of the seeds, and especially like the gourd gunk, for lack of a better word, get that cleaned out. A couple ways of doing this. I have a utility sink that I can plug the bottom or a tote, and I'll fill it up with water and kind of do it in batches, you know, like do like a first run with all of them through a dirty tote, and then keep going consecutively. Cleaner water until you got nice clean water and you're got this thing squeezed out as good as you can. If you only have a couple loofahs to do, like I'm only doing a few tonight, you know, you can just leave the water going and just rinse them out. That works. Or you can be outside if it's not too cold. You can go outside with the hose. No real wrong way to do it. Just really just you're trying to just keep rinsing this thing out the best that you can and getting as much of that gunk and gook out of there. And especially if you feel the seeds, you can work them out. It's never perfect usually, but you just really don't want any real gunk in there, because that's what's going to lead to a thing molding and being worthless for most projects. I'll go through all this work and skimp out here. Sometimes when you feel like a tough spot, it's just a cluster of seeds that you just gotta break up out of the goo. In worst case, some of these times, you know, some of these have some weird spots in there, and I'm just not able to save the whole loofah, but you know, you lose an inch or two and the rest is perfectly salvageable, so that's fine. But it is nice if you can get it all in one fell swoop. All right, another thing that I found out for helping get these things cleaned out is this is just a piece of 1/2 inch all thread. You know, you pick this up at Home Depot. But using that to come through the inside here, you can see pushes all that seed and gunk out. Start from the fat end and push it right to the end, and you can see it helps knock loose all that gunk that's in there. So probably anything similar would work. I started with like this big nail, but then I went downstairs. I started with this rusty nail from the garage, went downstairs to get a clean one, and then when I went down there I saw I had this piece of all thread, and I thought, man, with this thread on there, that'll probably do really good for knocking stuff loose, which it does for sure. You can feel it. So you just get each of the passageways here with that. And if you look in there, you can't really see, but if you're doing this, you can look in there and see that you're knocking seeds out. All right, so there's the batch for tonight. I'm not gonna do any more than that right now. I ended up using the that spike and all thread back and forth intermittently between the different ones, just whatever seemed to work best. Just squeeze out the inside bits, and yeah, there it is for tonight. So I'm gonna get a box fan on there. Those are just drying in an egg basket on a cooling rack. Make sure we got lots of airflow around them. You definitely want them to dry quickly and not be wet, because then they'll get moldy and gross. So yeah, I'm gonna get a little box fan on there tonight running, but you can see they came out pretty darn good looking for green loofahs that had to be harvested early because the freeze came. So yeah, definitely curious. Your methods, techniques, leave a comment below. Let me know if you see something I'm doing that's silly and could do it better. I'd love to hear that. Let me know. Or if this was helpful to you, you found yourself in a bind, oh shoot, these are got to get processed now. What do I do? If this was helpful, let me know. Definitely like to hear it when these videos help people out. So, all right, maybe I'll make some more videos with what I do with these or some other stuff, TBD. But until then, take care.